What if one of the most hyped military technologies of the 21st century didn't fail because it was impossible, but because it was pursued the wrong way? For years, the United States Navy poured billions of dollars into developing a railgun that promised hypersonic speed, unmatched range, and revolutionary firepower. And yet, the program was eventually shelved. Meanwhile, Japan quietly pressed forward, achieving real-world testing and measurable success. So why did Japan's railgun make progress where the US Navy stumbled? The answer reveals a lot about technology, strategy, and how future wars may actually be fought. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future deep dives into military innovation, global security, and emerging defense technology. Now let's break down how Japan succeeded where the US Navy struggled and why it matters. The idea of a railgun has captivated military planners for decades. Unlike traditional guns that rely on chemical propellants, a railgun uses electromagnetic force to launch a projectile at extreme speeds, often several times the speed of sound. In theory, this allows for longer range, faster time to target, and devastating kinetic impact without the need for explosives. On paper, it sounds like the perfect weapon for modern naval warfare. But turning theory into reality is far more complicated. The US Navy approached the railgun as a revolutionary replacement for existing naval artillery. From the start, expectations were enormous. The system was supposed to fire projectiles at hypersonic speeds, reach ranges of over 100 miles, and operate at a rate suitable for sustained combat. This ambitious vision came with equally ambitious technical demands. The railgun required massive amounts of electrical power, advanced materials that could survive extreme heat and stress, and ships capable of integrating all of it without sacrificing other combat systems. That's where the problems began to pile up. One of the biggest challenges was barrel wear. Each railgun shot generated immense heat and electromagnetic stress, rapidly degrading the rails themselves. This meant frequent maintenance, limited firing cycles, and high costs. Power generation was another major obstacle. Most US Navy ships simply weren't designed to deliver the enormous bursts of electricity required for repeated railgun firing without major redesigns. As costs climbed and timelines slipped, the railgun increasingly looked like a technological gamble rather than a practical weapon. At the same time, the US Navy's strategic priorities began to shift. Hypersonic missiles, advanced cruise missiles, and long-range precision weapons offered more immediate and flexible capabilities. These systems were easier to integrate, more predictable in performance, and better aligned with evolving naval doctrine. Eventually, the railgun program lost momentum. It wasn't that the technology was impossible, it was that the cost, complexity, and operational fit no longer made sense for the US Navy's needs. Japan, however, took a very different approach. Rather than aiming to replace existing weapons or leap directly to an extreme performance goal, Japan treated the railgun as an incremental capability. Its focus was narrower, more realistic, and tightly aligned with specific defensive needs. Instead of asking, "How do we revolutionize naval warfare?" Japan asked, "How can this technology solve real, near-term problems?" Looking ahead, Japan's progress with railgun technology could influence how other nations approach similar systems. Instead of chasing revolutionary leaps, we may see more countries adopt incremental, mission-focused development. Railguns may not replace missiles or traditional artillery anytime soon, but they could become valuable tools in specific roles, especially in missile defense and point protection. In the end, Japan's railgun worked where the US Navy failed, not because Japan had better scientists or more advanced technology, but because it asked the right questions. It focused on practicality over prestige, integration over disruption, and endurance over spectacle. In an era where long-term competition and attrition are becoming the norm, those choices may prove more important than raw firepower. So what do you think? Was the US Navy too ambitious? Or was Japan simply more realistic? And could railguns still make a comeback in future conflicts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more in-depth explorations of military technology and global security. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.